How you doing, Ty? Boston attempted 53 from deep today. When a team is shooting that many volume threes at that type of clip, how does it test your perimeter defense, especially without Kawhi?
It tested a lot. We knew coming into the game they're going to shoot a lot of threes. They lead the league in three-point attempts, and all their guys can shoot them. And so coming to the game, we talked about that, discussed it. Even when you think they're not going to shoot it, they're going to shoot it. And so we had to be good at just getting out to those guys, making them put it on the floor. Making them get. I think they're second to last in the league at getting to the basket. So we know they're going to shoot threes, and we just didn't do a good job defensively tonight, or offensively as well in that regard.
Hey, Coach, these past two games, what do you think has been the biggest adjustment, especially on the defensive end, without Kawhi being there?
Just having a shutdown corner, a guy we can put on multiple guys to kind of slow them down a little bit, and then just offensively being able to calm us down and run our sets and run through what we're trying to do, offensively. And so tonight was a good challenge for us because they did some things differently, putting their center on guards and be able to switch a lot of different things, and we wasn't ready for that. And so but like I said, we can't. I told our team after the game, like, these last two games, don't let it, discourage what we built and what we've been doing over the last 3-4 weeks. And so we had two bad games. Got a chance to be off for Christmas the next 2 days, and then come back Tuesday ready to go. And so that's got to be our mindset.
Yeah, just to piggyback off that, you guys are just coming off one of the hottest winning streaks in the NBA. How do you guys pick that back up, that momentum back up?
Yeah, I think, hopefully getting Kawhi back, getting him healthy, and then just having a chance to get some rest. That was a tough trip for us, 3 and 4 going to the East Coast, and then 2 games in the Midwest with a back-to-back. And coming back with an early game, and so we knew it was going to be a challenge, but we didn't want to use that as an excuse. To start the game, I thought, we were okay. I think it's 14-12, 16-14, something like that. And then we kind of let the game get away from us, with that three-point barrage. But, we fouled, I think 3 or 4 jump shooters for threes, and things like that. And so we just got to be better. And like I said, we will, and we're not going to get discouraged by these last 2 games. We built a lot of good things. And so, just come back on Tuesday and hopefully get back on a winning track.
T, I know that you guys were shorthanded. And you mentioned, the fatigue, how tough this trip was. But what were some of the ways that you tried to take away these shooters and just the team not being able to execute that part of it?
Yeah, I mean, we started the game, blitzing, Lil Jay, and just trying to get it out of his hands. And I thought we did a decent job with it, And then just, transition. We had some turnovers and got transition threes. We made some baskets and didn't get back in transition, get matched up. Lil Jay got 2 threes doing that. Pritchard got a 3. So they probably had 7 threes, after we scored a basket, not get back in transition and get matched up. And that's not who we are. So we just got to be better with that.
And, Coach, only 2 free throw attempts from your starters tonight. Do you feel like that was more like Boston taking you guys out of your game and you guys maybe were settling when they maybe could have been more aggressive on certain offensive plays?
I think, the switching, it didn't allow us to get downhill in the pick and roll. And then they did a good job of shrinking the floor, and we knew they was going to shrink the floor. We knew they was going to, overhelp a lot off certain guys and, just making those passes and be able to knock down those shots. And sometimes we got too deep and couldn't make the pass, and sometimes we made the pass and we didn't take the shots, so we got to be confident with that. But it wasn't a lot of driving gaps to get to the basket in order to get fouled either.
Ty in the back. The way they offensive rebounded, especially in that first half, did you feel like you guys were prepared for that? I guess what your evaluation of just the rebounding in general tonight too?
Yeah, I mean, they're a big team, so if you're not boxing out, when shot goes up. And then the biggest thing is a lot of long rebounds as well. They shoot a lot of threes, and so if you're not turning and checking, where your man's at, they're all crashing and long rebounds. You got to be engaged and understand where the ball's going to come off at. And so we didn't do a good job with that either.
Ty, you touched on earlier, you guys had the 3-game road trip, Midwest back-to-back, early game today, no Kawhi. How much, obviously you take something out of every game, but how much do you take out of this game when all those factors, could have played a part in what we saw?
It was good, you know, for me personally, because just seeing how they matched up with a 5 on T-Man and put a 5 on Amir and just kind of see how we got to play, and for our team to understand that it doesn't matter who they put the 5 on. If we get into our second and third actions, the 5's going to get involved. And I think we did a little too much. And like I said, it could be a lot on me, just from searching out, trying to get that 5 to come into the pick and roll instead of just playing our offense and eventually getting to that. And so it was a good learning experience for me, and we'll be ready next time that happens.